Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 30 of Project Architect 2, where today, we get the electrical motor here and we start the Fissle fuel line setup. How do we do it? Gotta watch the episode to find out. Gonna watch it all, right? Like, subscribe, share this, and I'll see you in the episode. Alright, guys. Last episode, we got a little bit set up here with the making precision mechanisms, as well as the one crafting. But I'm using water power, and I'm really not a fan of water power. Honestly, it could go away with the dodo, like completely not needed, especially when we can take our current setup right here. Which you didn't see me set up on stream. It's just making one of these rotational speed controllers, which is a precision mechanism with a brass casing, and 4 water wheels. Okay. Into a large cogwheel. So what I would like to do today is get into getting our power through electrical motors. Okay, so we're going to need some crafters. We're going to need 7 more of those for this recipe. All right, because we just need 12 in total. We're going to need a rolling mill. For reasons here shortly. We have copper plates as one of our items. Yes, we do. Go ahead and make me 20 of these guys. We want to get electrical motors. Okay, so electrical motors are crafted with mechanical crafters in this particular pattern right here. Okay, so let's set that up, say, right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And on both sides of this. 3 on top of that. And 1 on top of that. So let's see if we can figure this out to be super quick. Bang into that one, bang into that one. No, that doesn't seem like it would be quicker. That's the quickest we can do it right now. I'll figure something out here shortly. Because every pattern has a very speedy pattern. So we'll put a barrel right there. We're going to need a tiny cogwheel. Say right here. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a coughing fit. I muted up so you guys shouldn't have heard it. If you did, well, tell me how you did that. I need shafts here. How about, not sure. One back. I'm going to put this guy here. Put this tall wheel in here. And we're going to put these 4 water wheels one to the back here. This will get a nice wrap of brick. Cobble deep slate. And we can actually put water on all of these. There we go. Currently got this rotating at 16 RPM. Want to attach this to right here. How about we change this up to 120 RPM? Can we do that? No. 76. Nope. 64. 32. Okay, so the sweet number is between 32 and 34. So it's going to be 32. I want to use these electrical motors instead of those precision things because we can actually speed these things up so fast. One of the things we're going to need is some copper sheets to make these copper spools. We're going to need iron rods and capacitors, as well as brass sheets and an andesite alloy. So let's see. We need 6 brass sheets and an alloy. Brass sheets. Okay. Those, we know exactly where they go. We can set these in like so. Get that all prepped up. Capacitor should be easy, but I don't think we have zinc sheets. Yeah, we don't have zinc sheets, so let's teach the system how to make zinc sheets. So we come over here, say zinc. Find the zinc sheets. Come in here to this guy, put it in here, and now we should be able to request a capacitor. Super quick and painless. The next thing we're going to need is one of these iron rods, okay? Which is just taking iron ingot. It's just taking an iron ingot here and tossing it right into this rolling machine here. Okay, so we wait here for a few seconds. And it's done. We get 2 of these iron rods. Place that here. Capacitors there. So next we need to make these copper spools. We need empty spools. So we need 3 empty spools. Okay, so we get 16. Can't believe it's using that much iron. All right, and we need 1 2 plates, so 6 copper plates. We take these 6 copper plates, and again, we toss them in here. It rolls it out into the wires. And as we get the wires, we can make the copper spools. Place the copper spools where they belong. And we could actually set this up to be super easily automated. To make these for us. So there we go. We got our first electrical motor here. So now, here's the fun. You can actually pick up the water from these water wheels. You know, the mess that we just made. We can pick up that. This is actually better for us for that. And this is actually better for this because it's a little bit slower than our awesome draconic spear staff of power. But now we could set this up here, an electrical motor like this. Come back here. We can right click this. We can set this all the way up to 256, okay? Now, we can get a at flux. We can get a flux point, like so, along with our rod. Set our flux point here, hit it with that. You see how that is running now like that? If we got the same material to make another one of these electrical motors, you'd see how quick it goes. So, let's see here. 6 brass. Capacitor. A 1, 2, 3, 6 copper sheets. See, those wires are already done, so we can already make the spools. One, two, three. The iron rod right here. The capacitor right here. Need those brass sheets. And that alloy. Alright, so now that we've got all of that, we can put these brass sheets along the edge, like this. And as soon as I place this, guys, watch how fast this goes, okay? Already done. Already done. It had the amount of time it took to even just do that. So now we could actually come over here where we already had this set up. And we can set this electrical motor right here. and set it to max. Let's get another flux. Point. I really think we should power all of our stuffs this way. Now on. Oh. Okay, you saw that? We need to set it the different direction. That way it's going the proper way. So we could get a gold sheet now. Show you guys how fast this runs. Make these. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you this, guys. It's even though it runs so much faster, it doesn't mean that we will always get one. So and we've got a village or a guy visiting us. So we get a clock. Okay, so like I said, it doesn't always work. Make 2 sheets. Seems more like 50% instead of the 80% that they say, but like I said, it seems more like a 50%. We could add one to this guy here so we can get that up and going faster and automate him. Honestly, it wouldn't take that long to automate that guy over there. This right here for super fast speed. Anyway, give me a break. I will be right back and I'll see how much time we have left. Okay, guys, we're back. Setting up a few things here. And it's because I want to be able to set up like yellow cake, uranium being exported. I guess it just doesn't matter how many I put in there. We set the site configs to the items to the bottom. Input. And there we go. So this should be getting yellow cake put into it. Just double checking. Input to the bottom, items, yes. We have yellow cake in the system. Crafting monitor saying nothing's being made. Thought I told it to make some yellow cake. It's missing uranium. Okay, so recipe for uranium, super simple. Just tell it that it can make a stack of it at a time. In the furnace. Yeah, I'm trying to get us set up so that we can have the nuclear power plant set up here. There we go. There we go. It's starting to pump into here. Now, yeah, okay. It's pushing it in here. Not sure exactly how many it can hold, but okay, so that's done. This is going to get sulfur. So we're going to set this to sulfur dust. Do we know how to make sulfur dust? No. Super simple to make it. It is pulverizer. We can actually change this to 64 at a time. There we go. We can go over here to the pulverizer, put that into here. Now sulfur dust can get configured and put on the bottom. Sulfur dust. Love the ghost images can go into these and this can get it. Next is for hexafluoride, we need fluorite. Yeah, fluorite is just fine, so. Say this here. We can say that this is FLUO. Not U. Oi. Can't spell today. All right. Item, bottom. There we go. To get fluoride in here. Double checking. Yeah, everything's right. Okay. All right, so now that that is all set up over here, we're coming over here to, which is going to be our nuclear power plant room. Why no roof yet? Because I don't know how tall I want this, the nuclear power to be. But first, I really, we really need to make the uranium hexafluoride, which once it goes into the isotopic separator becomes fissile fuel. Okay, so this one, the fissile fuel. Set. We are going to have it. You should not have anything. Shouldn't have anything. But we'll let you have the input on the back. But I got all of these to be blanks. There we go. We'll say fissile fuel. What you do to make fissile fuel is you start with fissile fuel, you see what you need, which is an isotopic separator with oh no. Dang it, Malcor. Hexafluorite. Hexafluorite needs uranium oxide and hydrogen fluoric acid. So this would be the uranium hexafluoride. So we would set this to your hexafluor. Okay. You can name them whatever. Just remember what the name is. We can set this now that the site configs would be on the right side, output. On the front is an input 1, input 2 on the left. And not items, gases. Okay. Input 2. Okay, so this is the output here, which is the hexafluorite. To make the hexafluorite, we need uranium oxide. So we're going to say this is uranium oxide, which I'm going to just name it UROX. UROX is gotten from a chemical oxidizer, but for this, we want to set the back to be output on the gas chamber. Okay, and config on. Okay, so once this starts getting this, it'll be getting power. We can actually set the output on this one to be on. This, we're going to make sure that the site configs for gas is input on this side, output on that side with the ejection on. Make sure that this is set up. Gases on the output. All right, so that inputs, outputs, and this is UROX. So we need to come over here where there's a chemical oxidizer. Okay, UROX is gotten by the yellow cake uranium coming in. So we'll set this to be the yellow cake that we already had. Configure it so that it's an item output on the right side. Okay, so we can say, okay, see, it's already getting the proper output. So we can make sure that the front, back, all those, and the right side here will be UROX. The reason why we use these quantum interlopers to do this is this way we can scale it up as high up as we need it to be to power everything. So that is that machine. So that is the uranium oxide. Next is the hydrofluoric acid. You guys have seen this now. I'm going to record here for you guys. But I'm going to no. I think we're gonna just stick with this, you know. We need a second. I need another quantum interloper, so quantum. We still have like 45 that I made in the system. Quantum interloper, we gotta hit it with this card, which will blanket. It should blanket, right? Yeah, okay. On this one, we need to set item configuration, input from the front. The rest of this doesn't matter, just the input from the front. The front is going to be the 𝓀𝓨. We're going to say items on the back will auto eject. So this should start getting 𝓀𝓨 right here. I think we first had to have power going to it for the 𝓀𝓨 to be seen. And hydrofluoric acid. Okay. Is 𝓀𝓨 sulfuric acid. So this will be a gas on this side. Gas on the left side. And it's going to output the gas that it makes to the right. And since this is already set up properly, gases, input, output, auto eject on. No, wait, fluids. That was fluids. Input, output, auto eject on. There we go. And this is hydrofluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid. Really want to shrink it down as much as possible so you can see the names quite easily. So this is sulfuric acid. So we can side config. It's going to get it's going to have an output on the right hand side, an input 1 on the left, right. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that's supposed to be gases. So output, input, input. Okay. Supposed to be sulfuric acid, which it's going to get oxygen and sulfur dioxide. So this one will be oxygen. We can set this right here, oxygen. And we're going to have it gas output to the back. This should be properly set to sulfuric acid. Acid. All right, and we just need sulfuric dioxide. That would be this one. Sulf di. All right, and again, configure it. Just make sure that you configure it the right way. Output, eject on. All right, so all of those on this side are completely configured. So we could actually get a flux plug, a flux point, and we're going to say some of the ultimate universal cable. Why not? We're going to set this up here. If you've seen this before, that's because I used this setup before in previous ones. I know a couple other streamers and pack players who use this method as well. There we go. We need oxygen, which is a chemical. Oh, it's an electrolytic separator here. Okay, so the oxygen would be this one. It needs fluid in on the right or left. Fluid, yep. And there is no fluid output. Okay. Oh. Gases. That's gases. I think it's on. No, items. Gases. Not output. Not output. Think this will be the output that we want. We're not going to turn on the auto eject until we're for sure. And left will be the input. So this will be oxygen. So we'll find the oxygen here. Set this, and this will be water here. Set. And it will be fluid output to the right. Fluid output to the right. Checked on. This was supposed to be set down. Like, I'm gonna set this right here with a quantum into. You know what? No. I have a better idea for this. We're gonna set up something here for later as well. So we're going to go at laser IO. Just get one of these, two of these right now. Speed card. One away, one away, one away. Okay, so this here. We're going to say this top part here, you're going to get an export. You're going to pull at 8K water per tick. More than the water we need for this, guys. So, water, figure, boom. No. Figure that. Boom. Should be blank. Good. Okay, so now this should be water. Set fluids on the laser node should be input. Laser node. Give you that. So this is full of water. This is full of water. This is made oxygen. And we said that it should be the green. And we're just going to dump the excess hydrogen. All right, so that one is set up. This is set up. So honestly, we could actually start setting this up power-wise. And we can see where we're missing stuff at now. Okay, this is not getting oxygen. You're set to oxygen. Gases, output, eject on. Gases, output, input, eject on. Okay, so there we go. We're getting the oxygen in here, the fluoride's in here. This urox is not flowing. Okay, urox is in here. Side config gas right output. Okay. This is urox. Site config for gases. Okay, so now that has the uranium oxide. Okay, so we're good on the sulfuric trioxide. Oxygen, we need sulfuric dioxide, which we're going to get from here. So sulf di, right? Set this. Configure this so that I clear this. Gases will go to the right. Input items will be on the left. Gases will be ejected on. The sulfuric dioxide, so this needs to be sulfur. Sulfur dust. Okay. Right. Auto eject on. Sulfur dust, right? Yeah, okay. It's sulfur dust. Input. Okay, let's go in here and check. I already know, guys, it is... Okay, this is sulfur dust. Okay, so it is the right channel. I already made a mistake. Because I should be getting sulfur dust. Like so. Should be going into here. Okay. And it should be coming into here. Which is making the sulfur dioxide. Should say the right-hand side is output of the gas. This should be set to sulfur dioxide, right? And we're going to say the gas is on the left. Okay, so the sulfur dioxide went in, which now we have sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide needs to be ejected into the right. This, wait. This is supposed to be sulfuric acid, not sulfur trioxide. Give me a second to fix that. You know what? I'm going to fix this up and return next episode. You guys have seen this one. Seen this setup before. I am going to get a link for you guys to see the full setup of that. How to do this modularly from the first time I did it. I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to finish setting that all up. And until then, later, Gators.